Are you looking for a floristry book to put on your wish list? My name's Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. I'm going to walk you through Paula Pryke's new book, Floristry Now. I thought you'd like to have a walk through this book with me. It's Paula Pryke's Floristry Now, and it's an absolutely fabulous book, and I thought I would take you through and show you what's inside. So, flicking through to the contents page, the book's divided down into various chapters, taking inspiration, interpreting design, creating a style, thinking about colour and working with flowers. And under those sections, Paula talks about shape, texture, scale and colour, different styles from the garden, wild, classic and structured. So it really is a really detailed book. And just to pick out some pages I particularly enjoyed, this is where Paula talks about how she's inspired by nature. And you can see this beautiful arrangement here, really casual, lots of wild or flowers that look like wildflowers, giving that air of the wildflower into these bud vases, which is so simple to do but really effective. Now this is one of my favourite pages here, where Paula talks about how she's inspired by colour, and we've got here the bluebells in the woods and how she's used that to inspire her equinox story there. It's echoing the same blues there. It's absolutely beautiful. And then on to being inspired about art and design, so the classic Dutch masters, and Paula here has arranged flowers in the style of the Dutch masters, or at least how she's been inspired to arrange. One of my particular favourites is Van Gogh's sunflowers, and here Paula's taken the teddy bear sunflowers, the really frilly ones, and put them in a vase together, doing a modern interpretation of the the classic impressionist drawing there. And then through to, again, I've said favourite once, I found myself another favourite here. And this is the spirograph vase. And like Paula, I can remember playing with spirograph, having it for a Christmas present one year, where you put the pens in and you circled round and round and round to create these lovely shapes. And she's used that to inspire herself to use these lovely, really unusual varieties of gerbera, which have just been placed really simply in the vase. Some of them nestling in their necks above the rim of the vase and then going up and over, which is absolutely lovely. And then colour. So I think Paula is probably known, her sort of signature style is one of bringing fabulous colours together. And I particularly like this image because the way she's used the washi tape to embellish the plain glass vase, and then the lovely vibrant spring pastels there look really beautiful. So I'm not showing you the whole book, there's some lovely how-tos in here, and I think you'd like to have a look through that and buy the book yourself and walk through those how-tos. Paula then divides her flowers up into the muse flowers, and these are the flowers she talks about, the ones that have inspired her to come up with a new design or to work with a new colour theme. And there's absolutely stunning pictures here, as you can see as you go through. And talks about trend flowers as well. So obviously there are trends that pass through in flower arranging. At the moment, it's succulents and air plants are really, really popular. You'll see those all over Pinterest. And in fact, Paula talks about Pinterest later on in the book. And then not to forget our flower shop favourites. So we've got the carnation here, the gerberas on the next page, which are cut down really short, but an absolute classic. And then going on to chrysanthemums. These are the bloom chrysanthemums rather than the spray that you'll find probably in your supermarket bunches, but just to show how they could be so simply arranged, tied together. There's four in a bunch there. They've all been tied so they sit spaced out and look really elegant there. So it's a sort of new way of looking at things. And then onto stems and foliage as well. And there's a lovely picture here that I really like, which I forgot to mark. And that was this here in a lovely vintage biscuit barrel, and just using the umbelliferous, I think it's dill in here as well, so just showing how you can get a really lovely arrangement. And I would say that if you love flowers, that this is certainly a book for you. It's one of these books where you can flick through at the coffee table and just take in all the beautiful pictures, follow the how-tos, or just come back to it time after time, really. Read it from cover to cover. Well, I didn't talk about colour there, so she does have a really good section on colours, winter reds, and to go through different colour palettes, autumn, spring, that kind of thing, summer blues. So it really is an absolutely fabulous book, and I would highly recommend that you put that onto your wish list. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I shall see you another time.